Hello and welcome to Dover. We are here for the for the third and final race in the round of 16 for the playoffs. We've just completed qualifying here at Dover. We have Knifley starting on the pole with Smith starting second, and Setgast, who got his first career win yesterday at New Hampshire, starts third. Our other playoff drivers include Coatney starting fifth, Franklin in sixth, McGuckian in ninth, Yates in 11th. Schenk is 12th, he is locked in, as is Setgast. Kaczynski starts 13th, Bywater in 14th, Helmenthaler 15th. Then we've got Otto Manelli in 21st. We've got Simeon in 27th. We got Miller starting back in 31st and Cooper back in 35th. So a lot of work needed to be done for Cooper, Miller, and Simeon as they are currently below the bubble as of New Hampshire. We've also got Bywater below the bubble. He starts in 14th.
Drivers, to your cars.
120 laps today. Stages will be on laps 35, 70, and 120, and the stage points will mean more than anything today. We're going to be seeing Miller, Bywater, Simeon, and Cooper try to get these stage points. Also, Otto Manelli, he starts kind of mid-pack, I believe. I'm not sure where that is. Otto Manelli back in 21st. He's not in danger, but he's right on the bubble of advancing. So he's not in big danger right now. I believe he's 18 points ahead of Simeon as of now. 20 points ahead of Cooper. Of Miller, rather, not of Cooper. $120 laps today for our first elimination race of the playoffs. Knifley on the pole with Smith on the outside. And then we've got Setgast and Benjamin, who is not in the playoffs, starting fourth. Pace car on pit road. 120 laps today to decide which four go out. Green flag at Dover. Good start for Knifley and Setgast. Setgast gets by Smith for second. And in fact, he's going to lose more spots. Coatney gets by for third. Benjamin looking for fourth now. Smith holds on. He will tuck in fourth. Knifley leads the first two laps. Setgast right behind him. Coatney back there in third. Battling for sixth right now is Franklin and Hammock. Hammock is going to take that spot. Setgast closing in a little bit on Knifley. You see the point standings as of yesterday's race on the top of your screen. Coming into this race, Otto Manelli was 18 points ahead of Simeon. Currently, Otto Manelli running there in the 18th spot. Simeon back in 26th. You see Miller, Bywater, and Cooper. All of the four in danger of being out are the bottom four in this race. Knifley continues to lead, 6 laps complete here at Dover. Coatney gets by Setgas for the 2nd spot. Smith still running in 4th right behind them. You see Kagzinski in the top 10 looking for stage points. He has a 36-point advantage coming into this race from the bubble. Currently 11th in points, but 36 points is a pretty big cushion. There's McDuckian behind him in 9th. And Rigsby, not in the playoffs, is in 10th. Watching Otto Manelli move through the field, he's now in 16th. Make that 15th as he gets by Flincham. Trying to increase his cushion. He needs to finish top 10 in this stage, however, to earn points in it. Knifley continues to lead, 13 laps complete. We are about halfway, not quite halfway yet, through stage 1. That will end after lap 35. So we've still got 22 laps to go. As we watch Bywater, Simeon trying to work through the field. Looks like he's made up a couple of spots since last time we checked in. He's up to 22nd and right behind Bywater. He needs to somehow find a way to earn 18 points more than Otto Manelli today in this race. Miller running back there. He's all the way back in 35th. He's going to need to make up 20 points over Otto Manelli. We have Lacko not having a good race. He's in the playoffs back in 27th, but should be fine in terms of advancing regardless. You just saw Simeon got by Bywater for 21st. Battle for third as Smith is inside of Setgast. Setgast stays clear off turn 2. This time by 3 laps to go in stage number 1, Knifely has been leading so far. He's led every lap, looking to win this stage, earn himself 10 points and a playoff point, which will be effective in round of 12 and 8. It's Coatney in second, Setgas in third, Smith fourth, Franklin fifth, Benjamin sixth. We've got quite a battle going on here. Kagzinski in seventh, battling for eighth is Schenk and Hammock. And then there's Adams back there as well, a rookie who is not in the playoffs. Schenk moves himself up to 8th, Adams up to 9th, and now it's Otto Manelli looking for stage points in this stage, trying to take 10th from Hammock. He gets in 10th, looking to get a stage point and increase his gap just a little bit more from Simeon. Meanwhile, Knifely now lapping cars. This time by a caution will come out. As Knifely crosses the line, he wins stage 1 at Dover. Coatney second, Setgas third, Smith fourth, Franklin fifth, Benjamin sixth, Kagzinski seventh, Schenk 8th, Adams 9th, and Otto Manelli does get that stage point and finishes 10th. So scratch out what the score in the top of the screen says. Otto Manelli now 19 points ahead of Simeon and 21 points ahead of Miller. Knifely comes off pit road first, Setgas second. You see the lapped car of Chun was in the mix when the caution came out. I'm not sure who came out third. I believe it was Smith, but it could have been Kagzinski by a nose. Looks like possibly a slow stop for Helmentaler. Seems to have dropped back quite a bit. Looks like Simeon might be coming on pit road again. That, or he's just trying to get around Yates and get himself in his spot. And we have all these lapped cars because of the time when the caution was thrown. I tried to time it to where right before the leader crosses the line, but it didn't really work out. So my mistake on that one. But Knifely comes out as the leader, Setgas second, Smith third, Kagzinski fourth, and Benjamin fifth. green flag back in the air, and I might have to go away from the microphone in a little bit. Knifely has the lead. If I do have to go away from the microphone, I will keep you updated on the screen. Set Gas goes inside of Knifely for the lead here on the first lap of stage 1, or stage 2 rather. Set Gas does clear as they're still trying to get by the slow cars of Santanastazzo and Krebs. Set Gas getting by Flynn, put him a lap down. Otto Manelli running 9th. You see Simeon there in the 2. Trying to move up as far as he can, but Otto Manelli is the one that he needs to be battling. Excuse my lack of talking. As I said, I probably will have to get off the microphone in a little bit. Smith and Knifely battle for second. Kagzinski is there as well. Smith does clear Knifely for the second spot. Kagzinski follows Smith, and he's going to take third now. Franklin taking a peek inside for fourth, as Knifely, the guy who won stage 1, starting to slip back a little bit. Still side by side for fourth. Meanwhile, Otto Manelli now in the 7th spot. Lacko up to 13th. We saw earlier he did not have the best start, but he is making up for that slow start. Now running 13th, well it says 14th now. Simeon slipping back a little bit. You just saw Schenk and Hoffman get by him. Keeping an eye on Bywater and Miller. They are in danger of advancing. They are running outside the top 20. They will not advance unless they can get themselves up there. Helmenthaler, we saw him have a slow pit stop. He runs back in 26th, but should not have any problem with advancing to the next round. You don't see his name on the top of the screen, means that he is in the top 8. As only places 9 through 16 are being shown in the graphic. Meanwhile, we have 15 laps to go. Satgas continues to lead, however, Smith has been closing the gap and Kaczynski is right behind him as well. Franklin now up to 4th, Knifley runs 5th, McGuckian 6th, Otto Manelli 7th, Hammock 8th, Coatney 9th, and Flincham 10th. Top 10 at the end of the stage will earn points. Nine laps to go in stage number 2. Battle for second, maybe. No, Smith stays clear. This came into turn 1 pretty wide. Battle for 10th. Two drivers not in the playoffs. Adams and Flincham. Otto Manelli running 7th. As he runs now, he would earn 4 points in this stage to increase his gap even more. And now we see a battle for second. Kaczynski outside of Smith. We'll see if Smith can Kaczynski can complete the pass on the outside. Something we don't see too often here at Dover. This time by 6 laps to go in stage 2. Satgas looking for the stage win. He's already advanced, so all he can do now is try to get as many playoff points as possible for the round of 12 and 8. Smith does win the battle for second, but Keksinski staying right behind him. 5 laps to go in stage 2. And I must get off of the microphone. I probably will not be able to talk for the remainder of the race. We will keep it right here for you on the stream. Okay, I am able to get back to the microphone. We have 5 laps to go. Knifely is leading. I was unable to throw the caution at the time Stage 2 should have ended. However, we will go back and look at the points of Stage 2 to figure out. We do know that Setgast was the Stage 2 winner. We do not know the exact positions of every car. We saw Setgast have an issue. He had to come onto pit road. He's now 2 laps down. Franklin also 4 laps down. However, both of them are locked into the next round. We've got Cooper there in 23rd. Bywater runs 17th, Simeon in 18th, and Miller in 19th. None of them are going to advance as Otto Minelli runs solidly in 13th. And Kegsinski running 9th. Unless something crazy happens in these last 2 laps. Knifely, the leader by over 4 seconds, takes 2 to go this time by. This is his final season. He's been in the series as the white flag is in the air. He's been in the series for all 12 seasons that we have, but he has announced that this will be his last one. Could this be his final race as he's looking for the win and to advance to the round of 12, which starts after today? He would have made it regardless of this win, but this win does give him 5 extra playoff points for the next 2 rounds. And here he comes off turn 4. Knifely will see the checkered flag, and he wins at Dover. McGucky in 2nd, Lacko 3rd, Smith 4th, Hammock 5th, Yates 6th, Coatney 7th, Hoffman 8th, Kagzinski 9th, and Flincham 10th. We'll take a look at the rest of the results. Again, I apologize for having to leave there about halfway through the race. We have Helmenthaler, great recovery after that slow pit stop after stage 1. He came 11th. Otto Minelli 13th. He does advance. Schenk 14th. Bywater 17th. Simeon 18th. Miller 19th. And Cooper 23rd. They will not be advancing to the round of 12. And our 2 other playoff drivers who are already locked in, they finished 34th and 37th of Setgast and Franklin. Thank you for watching our coverage. We'll see you tomorrow. That will be at Las Vegas for the start of the round of 12.